Okay, we're going to make another freezer meal, and this is wild rice chicken dinner. And I got this recipe from the Taste of Home cookbook called Freezer Pleasers, and it has a bunch of great recipes. So start out with some cooked chicken, and it has a lot of ingredients, but it makes a lot of food. So you can make a meal now and then obviously freeze some for later, which is always handy. Start with some rice-a-roni. It's going to take 2 packages and cook them as the directions say on the back. My husband is mixing all these ingredients together while I try to hold the camera still. These green beans are not French cut or completely thawed, but that's okay. You'll need 6 cups cooked chicken chopped up, and that's usually what takes the longest, is cooking the chicken. The recipe calls for a Dutch oven, but I'm using this big stock pot because there's a lot of ingredients to mix up, and as you'll see, it's barely going to hold it all. Add 2 cans of cream of celery soup or cream of chicken soup. It doesn't matter because they pretty much all taste the same in my opinion. Add a half a cup of milk. You can mix the liquid ingredients first if it makes it easier for you to stir. Add 1 cup of mayonnaise and 2 jars of pimientos drained. 2/3 cup chopped onion. Chop it kind of small so it'll cook faster. And 2 cans of chopped water chestnuts. Now this will make the casserole really crunchy. Then add your long grain and wild rice that's already been cooked. Stir this together really well over a medium heat, and it looks really thick at first. Oh, don't forget to add pepper and salt if you need it. I didn't really add any salt because the soup has a lot of salt in it. Heat this up for about 5 to 10 minutes. Since half of this is going in the freezer, it doesn't have to be completely heated up. Spray a pan with some cooking spray and pour out your casserole into the freezer pan. I'm using an 8x8 pan, but you can use a 9x13 pan to have a bigger casserole in your freezer. Since there's only 2 of us, I like to make smaller casseroles. Now sprinkle this with some slivered almonds or sliced almonds. This is going to make it even more crunchy. And that's it. It's a pretty tasty casserole to have handy in the freezer. You can just pull it out and cook it up. You can put the press and seal freezer paper over it to give it extra protection, and then either wrap it with saran wrap or a lid and write the directions on the top. Because I didn't use the 9x13 freezer pan, I'm using these 2 smaller pans. I got these from the Dollar Tree, I think, for really cheap, and basically seal these up the same way so I can have some mini meals. Now the rest of the casserole that's in the pot, just heat it up until the onions are tender and the green beans are cooked. I placed it in a casserole dish so I could serve it with the almonds on top. Of course, you can put the leftovers covered in the refrigerator. And there you have it, a freezer meal that you will be eating for quite some time. Tastes really good. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.